Do you have any advice for, parents, with children who have, let's say visual impairment, a disability, or just anything, that it requires, specific attentions,
I just want to start saying that I believe that you have everything happens for a reason. I'm a believer of that. My father was deaf,
Okay.
but through a sickness, he at 27, 26, he lost his hearing. So he's never heard any of our voices, things like that. And when I had Wani, I was like, okay, I know this life. I know I had a feeling of a special needs life, with through my dad. So I knew that I was equipped to be a mother of this child. Like I knew because I had to defend my dad at times. We had to be an advocate for him. We had to interpret for him, a lot. And then having him, I was like, oh, it feels familiar, you know? And that's why I believe that I then became okay with this situation in my life.
Mm-hmm.
But if it's never been for a parent, what I really want to tell parents is to really set yourself aside as a parent. And what I mean by that is that don't take on your feelings on this situation and put it on this child. I really feel that as a parent, you have to look at this child, love this child, learn this child, and give him everything that they need to hone their purpose in life. Don't make it about yourself. Don't sit around feeling away because your child is not quote unquote normal, quote unquote perfect. I just feel if they set themselves aside and not look at it for what society is going to look at it, because society is always going to have their opinions and their feelings about your child. You have to raise up that child with such confidence. You have to do your job as a parent to focus on this child to make them the best that they can be. The confidence is so important. It's so important. I've been around children who are visually impaired, and I honestly, I'm saying this because of my experience, but of what I've seen in Wani, I have not seen in a lot of other children. Because I really put in the work. I really set my feelings, my thoughts of what people think, and my thought about what people care about. I let all of that go
Mm.
to focus on this child and be everything to him. So that's what I did with him. I actually just became his cheerleader. And when I did that, he really started to show me who he was. He was showing me the best of him because I gave him the best of me.
Ooh, that's beautiful.
Oh, that was good. I almost cried, but I'm
Hey,
glad I
you
made
didn't
it through.
cry.
you know, but it's just so real. Like
Uh-huh.
it's the best thing I did was not put my feelings and my emotions into him.
Mm-hmm.
My fears. I did not do that. I really put the best of myself in that child, and and it has come out to be the best thing I've ever done. Like I'm so proud of myself. I'm so proud of him, and I allowed him to be him. I allowed
Yeah.
him to be Wani, and Wani began to show me who he is in the
Yeah.
world.
Yeah. It sounds like you put out positive energy and then you received positive
Yes,
energy, and because
yes.
I feel like, people and kids, they can pick up on, your,
They pick it
yeah,
up. It's not that they. It is that
yeah,
they do pick up on your feelings, your emotions, especially a child who can't see. All they have is that. All they have is that. Even a child autistic, all the spectrums, they can't really hone certain feelings, but they can feel more than we can,
yeah.
and that's what I noticed. Oh God, I didn't want to get into this, but my son, the first 2 years was hard because I was really alone. I was a single mother.
Yeah.
It was really it was really me and my mom who were really doing what we had to do for him.
Yeah.
And I remember when I met my husband and how they were asking me, his teachers, his therapists, that they saw a change in him. And I'm like, I don't know what you mean. I don't understand. Because we got married when he was 3.
Yeah.
So we see a change in him. He's a little more open. He's a little more sociable. And I don't know. I said, I don't know why. I don't know why he's different. I don't get it. But it was really that first, my husband came and lightened the load. That was one.
Yeah.
But also that because my load was lightened and my life got a little better with getting to know him and having a relationship, he started to feel the difference in me. He felt it because I decided then to become this mother. I decided then after the 2 years to really just change it, change my thoughts, my trajectory, change my fears, and really turn it around. And thankfully, the teachers, the therapists, they all became a part of that in me. And then he started to then change. So after the 2 years of age, he really came out. And then I came out of myself, too, to become the mother that I am now.
Yeah, and that's a very impactful thing to say, and because it's like, as being a single mom, I can only imagine, so that, and then also you're having to go to all these doctor's appointments, and
yes,
and even though you're trying your absolute best to not have any of that stress kind of leak out and have your child pick up on it, sometimes it's just naturally going to come out, whether you're even aware of it or not aware of it.